here, business analytics with Excel. So now the first part is business analytics is basically what, as I told you, it's a practice of using data and statistical method to analyze the business problems and make informed decisions. Okay. Now, when I talk about taking an informed decision means where you know that, okay, the decision that you are taking is actually correct based on the facts and the figures. You're not taking decision abruptly because you are dealing with business that time. If one of your decision went wrong, that will not only hamper your work, but is going to hamper is also going to hamper is also going to hamper some of the issues or maybe some of the major things in your organization that is related to the problems or decisions or something of that sort. So that's why we say that you have to always take an informed decision. Now, how this informed decision comes up? Obviously, informed decision will come to you whenever you have all the facts and figures in place. So to read those facts and figures, to analyze those facts and figures, there are various tools that are there in the market. And Excel is one of the biggest tool, which is a bread and butter of maximum organizations, of almost 100% of the organizations. Bread and butter is Excel. Any data which you get from a client, any data which you get from an end user will always be in the form of an Excel file. Either Excel or maybe in a form of a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet would be Excel, CSV, any of the things. So any which ways, they are majorly the parts and parcel of that part. Excel or CSV, they are mostly correlated to each other. So they are spreadsheets ultimately, and you get the information on the data on a spreadsheet. And obviously, in an organization form, whenever the data is shared across, anything is shared across, it is always in the form of a spreadsheet, which is an Excel. For example, if you, let's suppose, want to create an attendance as well. So if I talk about our school times, there we have the register attendance. Okay, in the register attendance, teacher used to create like a sheet where it was rows and columns of data, and she used to write, the teacher used to write everybody's roll number, the name and each and every detail like address and phone numbers and all of that stuff, right? And then it was an attendance day by day. So that was also in a form of spreadsheet. So it is coming from a longer period of time when computer was not into a part, business analytics was not into a picture. Always, whenever there comes in a method that you want to have a look of your data, you want to study for the data, it will always be a business analytics, and it will always be a business analytics data for you, wherein you will work with the data, you will look for the data, and you will work with everything in place. Now, Microsoft Excel is one of a powerful tool for performing business analytics. As I told you, that it is a bread and butter of an organization. So obviously, it's a very powerful tool for performing any business analytics in an industry. Whenever we come into picture, whenever we talk about any of the performance, any of the business analysis, any of the thing, so the first thing that comes in our mind, okay, let's create a spreadsheet and share it across. So that spreadsheet and share it across is nothing, but it's an Excel. So there are some of the example of business analytical tasks that can be performed with Excel, including like you're analyzing the sales data to identify the trends, to forecast the future sale, to optimize the inventory levels, to identify the cost saving opportunities, and to evaluate any marketing campaigns. So all of these things, when you want to analyze it, like for example, you want to analyze the sales data of any of the organization. Okay, so in that case also, it's very much important. If you want to like use it for any of the purpose of forecasting, a future forecasting, for optimizing any inventories, anything of that sort, in that case also, you can use it. Okay, so, and then finally, if you want to have any inventory levels of the data or any inventories of the data, then also you can use it. So there are a lot of ways in which Excel can be used, and there is not a one single way from which you can escape that Excel, because whenever information comes in, it comes in as a way of having a rows and columns of information, and you have to bring them in the form of rows and columns as a facts and figures. And then you have to basically make that appear in the form of evaluation. So if you are doing a marketing campaign also and taking the details of some person, so obviously you are going to take it and evaluate it in the form of an Excel itself. Okay. So next thing, we move